Welcome to Faves from the Trades, Fall/Winter 2012-2013 Paris edition. I went to a bunch of trade shows all over Paris during Paris Fashion Week, and these were some of my favorite things that I saw. This line is by Julian Hakes. That's Julian. Julian is a former architect who specialized in bridges. This is his second season designing shoes, and they're made of a composite that is more like a car or a plane than like a shoe. They're awesome. This is Amadeo. It's an Italian line, and they make these incredible cameos that are very vintagey and evil looking. I love the skulls. It's very high end, and they're popular in a lot of stores. This is Anthony and Allison, and I love this line. This year is their 25-year anniversary. They're a very big thing in London, and this is all digital printing. These prints are all on silks. They are gorgeous, and they're so rich and so detailed. They're really celebrated. This was, of course, my favorite, and this was their runway showstopper. That's all laser printing. I can't get over that. This tuxedo dress, yeah, I pretty much cried for that dress. It's Moy. We love Moy. They're out of London, and they were one of the first, of course, to do the quartz crystals, which have now become the biggest trend for the spring. This is an Italian line called Choisir Soit Bleu, and they actually use vintage scarves to make these sneakers. One scarf equals one pair of sneakers, and they make their own prints as well. Oh, how I love this line. This is called Bjorg Jewelry. They are Norwegian. They like to mix fine and raw. They use 100% natural materials, and I love how tribal and aggressive these pieces are. They're just beautiful, and they're sort of editorial candy, I thought. I wanted all of this. This line is called Grosser Heinrich. They are out of Berlin, and these sweaters remind me of like vintage Vivienne Westwood or even old Betsy Johnson. The shapes of the knits are really beautiful, and the color interplay is awesome. This is called Emma O. A French designer, Emmanuel Hardy, started this line, and what I love is how these bags are so hipster and so ladylike. I could imagine them on the Upper East Side or the Lower East Side. They're just cool as can be. Emma O. Oh, this is so beautiful. This is Susanna Betancourt. It's out of London. She is a Portuguese designer, and this is all cashmere knit. These prints are so beautiful and so shapely and elegant, and the colors are so gorgeous. I couldn't get over that they're all knit designs. I am a sucker for a clunky, chunky boot, and this is a great one. This is Nico Unterhagen out of Belgium. Look at these stacked, distressed heels, and the fact that the boot is shaped like a U means that it mushes down in a really great rock and roll way. Oh, these killed me. These rings are by Marmen. They're enameled rings. They're out of Italy. They are just too gorgeous, and the colors are so saturated and outrageous. I don't know if you can even tell on the video. Isn't this print adorable? I love this print. This is a French line called La Prestique Whiston, and the designer's name is Laurence Maheo. She uses both vintage fabrics, and she designs her own silk twills to look like vintage prints. And she, in my opinion, is the one who's got the best use of this vintage scarf fabric trend. Look at how fabulous this vest is. I love also how she takes vintage fabrics and cuts these slits in it, which makes it very sexy and also kind of athletic-y looking. Very, very cool. But of everybody that I've seen doing it, she seems to be the most unusual and the most outrageous. The skirt is just freaking wild. La Prestique Whiston. Aren't these shoes to die? This is by Ready to Fish. It's a Dutch line. You know, the Justin Clou Cartier bracelet has just been re-released, and this line reminded me of it. It's called Carrie K. She's out of Singapore, and I wanted all of these rings. Too cool. This is Sena. Sena is out of Berlin, and this is the designer, she is the best model for her dresses of anything I could imagine. The dresses remind me almost of an updated Laura Ashley in that they're really drippy and heavy and old-timey looking, but they're also super sexy, and they cling in the right places. It's a great year for dresses, and she did them really well. Here she is. This is Sylvia Neri. This is Sylvia's first season. She used to be the print designer for Moschino, and now she has gone solo. She hand draws all of these designs, and these prints are inkjet printed. She uses the best factory in Italy, so the colors are super, super saturated. They are the same color on the front as they are on the back, and even Hermès doesn't have that. I think she's just a hit. And that's it for Paris version of Faves from the Trades. This was Faves from the Trades, Fall Winter 2012-2013 Paris edition. Hope you liked it. Thanks a lot.